Hello, Sally-Ann PT Skills. We are on the respiratory system with this video, and we're looking at the passage of air into the lungs. So grab your notebook and pen. There will be a task again at the end. I'm going to screen share. Let's crack on. Okay, so the structure. So if you can see a nice diagram here, really basic, and I'm going to ask you to recreate this diagram in your task today. So, and with a flow chart. So we're looking at the passage of air. So we're either breathing in through the nose or the mouth. If we're breathing in through the nose, the air is going to go through that nasal cavity, and the mouth, we go through the oral cavity. The air comes through past the epiglottis, the pharynx, the larynx, into the trachea. So you notice the trachea, and if you've looked at some of the other videos, you know that it's cartilage that's around there to give it that shape so it doesn't collapse, so the air can come in and out quite safely. And then the trachea branches off into the bronchi. So we have the right bronchus and the left bronchus, which takes the air into the left and right lungs. So from the bronchus, it's going to go into bronchioles. So it just branches off into smaller branches, I guess. And then from there, the bronchioles, we're going into alveoli. So alveoli is where the gaseous exchange takes place. The alveoli fill with air. They're surrounded by lots of little capillaries where they're one cell thick, so that the carbon dioxide could go back into the alveoli so we can breathe it out, and the oxygen can come from within the alveoli out into the body so we can utilize that oxygen. And if you notice at the bottom, so it should be underneath the rib cage there, we've got a diaphragm. So the diaphragm is what's going to contract and flatten as the rib cage expands as we breathe in air. So I'm going to ask you on the next slide, I'm going to give you a task, which is to kind of draw this out and write a little flow diagram of the passage of air to the alveoli, and then what happens at the alveoli. So here's your task. So I want you to recreate the diagram, complete with a flow diagram of the passage of air into the lungs. So draw a really lovely body. I'm sure you can draw it way better than what I can. So draw a body, or just the passage of the organs, and label the parts of the air coming in, and then do a flow diagram next to it with arrows of where the air is coming. So for example, bronchi, bronchioles, alveoli, gaseous exchange. So I want that flow diagram there as well. So you've got a visual to look at in terms of what they look like within the body, and then a flow diagram so that you can remember the order in which they go. So I'm looking forward to seeing your diagrams there. So please drop them below if you have any questions, and ask as well, and I'll speak to you soon.